How's everyone doing? Is everyone ready for some code spaces? Or that echo? You ready for that echo? I was not ready for that echo. My goodness. That was a sweet echo. Let's see. All right. Looks like we're live. Our bitrate is acceptable. You know, I would rather us to be able to push a few more bits through the rate, but am I tightening on that? Oh my goodness. Goliath. Tighten that last. That was brutal. All right. Yeah, we can only push so many bits through the rate, and that's okay. All right. We're looking good. Let's dive into it. I think I got everything. I've never done this before. So today we're testing out dev spaces. A lot of you guys have been with me and have used Tilt. And we've tried this. But the new thing is dev spaces. So instead of just doing this, we'll try dev space. It also seems like it's not getting contributed to as much recently. I don't know if that has anything to do with when Docker took them over like a year ago. Just doesn't seem we're hanging tight. All right. Yeah, it seems like it kind of just dropped off, you know? There was some usually like consistent additions, and then it just Docker bought it, and it just hasn't been prioritized. It's not dead. They're still doing stuff, but there's like months where nothing happens to it, like 3 months where nothing happens to it. Yeah, from September to February. Yeah, Nighthound. I'm just looking at what happened to it. It seems like, it seems like Docker bought it. I don't know exactly when. I'm gonna say May of 2022, and it just kind of fell off the bat. It might have been before that. It might have been back here, but anyways. With all that being said, the new hot stuff is dev spaces, and so we're gonna give this a try. If we go here and go to insights, we can see just people contributing like almost not that much either. Never mind. This is the CNCF. Oh, this is just 2024. Okay, this is still more, but not. Oh man, this also isn't that much. I thought dev spaces was more. Seems like they just took a break since this year. It was going strong until August 2023. I said this year, but June 2024. I don't know. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what it does, how it works. Really, it's dev spaces, Tilt, and what's the other one? I always forget the name of the other one. The third one always I have to ask ChatGPT to get it every single time. You're not sure how much Loft Labs are working on it? Oh, 1 second. Kind of silence. Oh yeah, Dev Spaces is kind of like Tilt. Kind of like Tilt. I haven't used it. All right, let's see. What are some alternatives to Dev, Tilt, and Dev Spaces for Kubernetes? Scaffold. Scaffold is the one I always forget. Telepresence is another. Telepresence is a little bit different because this is more like connectivity into a, like network connectivity into a microservice architecture into Kubernetes. It's a little different. Dev pod is what you were talking about. Yeah, my understanding of telepresence is basically you have a whole bunch of microservices running in a Kubernetes cluster. And like, let's say it has like, I don't know, a bunch of services, and you're deploying a new one that's going to go in here. You're debugging it and whatnot, but it's a new one that's never existed or whatnot. But it communicates with all of these up here. You can basically run it locally on your PC. This is like on your PC here, and let it basically intercept all the communication here to route to this one. So like it feels like it's part of the Kubernetes cluster. That's my understanding of telepresence. A little different than what we're doing. DevPod, I haven't used DevPod. Let's check that out really quickly. I think it's a little different too. These are more like dev environments, right? Yeah, these are more like development or environments. Okay. Cool. So yeah, this is also a little different, not quite the same thing. Tilt file and Bazel. Advanced setup. Yes, that is the advanced setup. For sure. Okay, so the only real one is Scaffold out of this, and I don't know, I've never actually checked out Garden. We can look at it really quickly. All right, it has me smart graph caching. If it said with AI, it would have won. But let's look at the actual repo. These are usually easier. So Garden seems to be roughly the same. We could try Garden. We're gonna try Dev Spaces first, but we could try Garden. Is it more maintained? Absolutely. Look at that. Okay. Cool. And then there's obviously scaffold. Scaffold, I feel, is a little different. I've never actually used it, but it feels slightly different to me, but it could just be me. All right, let's get going with dev spaces. Let's quick start this. Let's quick initialize project. You can either deploy one of your own projects or alternatively check out one of the demo applications using Git. I don't want one. Dev space init. That's all I have to run. Fantastic. Super advanced would be makefile plus bash. Touche. That's like the super advanced. You know, for experts, only for those 100x engineers. All right. Let's see. Detecting programming language. Okay, so this is interesting. This is a multi-language project, and Tilt handled that. Does DevSpace want to be initialized for each one? Because if it does, we got to initialize it for each one. Or because there's multiple in this folder. Let's try stopping this. Let's go into kerplop, which is the PHP. I probably should have just named it plop and zop. Okay, so for the YouTube video, that's probably what I'm going to do. Rename it to plop, zop, and op. Because then you can put cur on the front of all of them. Curzop, kerplop, curop. Yeah, it works. That's probably what I'm going to do. Kerflop. Okay, anyways, let's try it here. So this is PHP, and we're going to run through with the PHP. How would you like to deploy this project? You know, I usually love customize. Please send path to your customization folder. I don't have one, so we'll just go with that one. How do you want to deploy this project? We'll just do Helm. Do you already have a Helm chart? No. Do you want to deploy this project with DevSpace or just deploy it? Do you want to develop this project with DevSpace or just deploy it? I want to develop this project with my current working directory. Contains the source code. How should DevSpace build the container image for this? Skip, I don't know. Okay, I guess we have to build the Docker file. Okay, please in the back enter to skip. Okay, I don't have it yet. We didn't build a Docker file. Which port is it? Let's see. It was 3000, right? I want to say it was 3000. You can now run a DevSpace, use namespace to pick which Kubernetes namespace to work in, DevSpace dev to start developing your project in Kubernetes. Okay, so DevSpace, we'll just use the default, so I didn't have to delete that. Dev, let's do this. Are you sure we want to use the default namespace? Yes, I'm on my kind cluster, right? So this is fine. Yes. How did it successfully deploy the app if I don't have a Docker container? It's creating a container. I have a hard time believing this just worked. I don't know. It did not. It did not. Now, the only thing I can say is I don't know for a fact that the PHP was mounting to 3000, right? Or 3000. It was 3000 because it switched between 3000 and 3001, right? Now, interesting, 3000. It's actually, let's see, let's inspect this. Yeah, it's not getting a response back. Interesting. Oh. Why are we doing an HTTP? Wait. 1 second. All right, dev space in it. Yes. I skipped the Docker file. Why are we all of a sudden to the restarting Apache HTTPD web server? Welcome to my development container. I'm so confused as to what just happened. But never fear, we have Tailwind, so we're good. Is this is my this is my file system, right? This is my PHP app. Yeah, this is 100% my PHP app. But I don't know what happened. I'm so confused. Mod Prog, how are you doing? I misunderstood something. See, this is what I was expecting right here, right? When initializing DevSpace, it will ask to monitor the source code for changes. But it never asked for, like, I don't know what happened. Right, and we don't want to push to any registry. We just want to do it all locally. Okay, let's this is running in some container. Let's exit that. I don't want to be in the container. Let's let's see what's here. I don't know what happened. So we have these devspace.start at this. Oh dear. So it did build a Helm chart with port 3000. Okay. Username app, like the image selector is interesting, but like obviously we asked for it to be filled in at the end. It did use this as the dev image, so I'm wondering if it dropped us into this. We said it was a PHP, but we didn't give it a container itself. So I'm wondering if this is what it dropped us into. Huh, okay. That's gonna be my assumption. And then we run, okay. And then I don't know why I quit out of that. That was not what I meant to do. I meant to look at the devspace start. So this is my development container. This is literally just running that. I was not expecting this portion because I was expecting this to kind of run in the background, kind of like Tilt does. I'm not ignoring Nix. You know what's on my list? I gotta get kerplop done. Today is how do we run kerplop? Nix isn't going to handle this, right? I mean, look, Nix might be able to handle this. And if it can, it's well beyond my capabilities of getting Nix to do this. Let me rephrase that. I'm not going to state that Nix can't do this, but it's well beyond what I know of it right now. So when we do Nix, it needs to be its own investigation. And right now, I just wanted something that allowed me to dev on like individual projects and get them running in Kubernetes because all of kerplop runs in Kubernetes. So that was kind of the goal, although I'm a little confused as to what happened here. A running dev space dev will execute the pipeline dev that is defined in dev space. Okay, this is what we did, right? But when we did dev space dev, yeah, this dropped us into that container. And I don't really want to be in a container. I just want it to sit there and run. Oh, it literally wants us to run it from that container. Oh. So here we're going to do like a composer. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe So we would need to do this individually for each project. Which is fine. We can use a terminal multiplexer. It's a little less convenient than something like Tilt. But I get its allure because if you're just on one single project, yeah. Cheap viewers. Right. You can use Nix for like the base image in Kate's. Is that what you're saying? It's not working. I guess maybe we gotta wait for the Apache HTTPD web server. This didn't take that long last time, did it? Maybe it did. All right, but this didn't work. We're not yeah. So let's try composer run, right? Dev. It's composer run dev, right? I believe that's what it was. Let's see. What is this problem? So, npx not found. Maybe we're supposed to be using PHP Artisan. We did it kind of a weird way. And it's on port 8000, of course, which we're not passing through, so it doesn't matter. This won't work because we didn't port forward through to it. So we gotta stop this. We gotta, oh, you know what? I wonder if we can edit this file inside of it because it is mounted in it, right? Can we have multiple ports in here? If we can, I'm just gonna do port 8000, just in case we get it working on a different port as well. All right, we're gonna go back. Not the base image. Expect the whole, or export your whole app as an image. I've actually wanted to use Nix to build a container. I think that might be the first thing that I might try it for. I don't know if that's the right approach to learning it, but it seemed like a possible one. Dang. Alex, how are you doing? How are you doing? Let's see. Yeah, none of this is working. You know what I want to try? What? It was composer run dev here. I could almost swear, however we ran it originally, it was port 3000. I mean, I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, I guess I'm wrong. And then this was Kubernetes, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. So... better to use it for dev environments first. That's the best way. Okay. Like I said, I don't know. That's why I gotta pick something to try it with. And I might learn that that's not the greatest thing to do it with. And then that's either improvement for the tool or just you avoid using the tool for that. Okay, so... Can we do it with artisan serve as well? PHP artisan serve. Does this do the same thing? Yeah, it does. Okay. So we had to use the artisan inside the container. And that's what we're doing here, but that's not working, or we're not getting it out. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the port forwarding. Okay, so I just failed. Right? This was on me. As usual, it was my fault. That's okay. Now, I don't think that this will dynamically fix that port forwarding issue, right? Yeah, it's not fixing the port forwarding issue. So we're going to have to close the dev space and get back into it. Like, if you change the configuration of the dev space, which makes sense because it's in a container. What are we doing here? So we're working on our overcomplicated kerplop framework. And... you know, we have 2 more days left. We have Java and we have Rust. We just finished Zig and we finished the PHP and the Go. And one of the things that we wanted to do, I have today off, and one of the things I wanted to do today, since I had it off of work, was set it up so that we could debug all of the things in Kubernetes. Because remember, part of the whole thing was that we were overcomplicating it. We were using Kubernetes with Istio for microservices. And so I'm very familiar with Tilt. Tilt does exactly what I wanted to do, but we wanted to give some of these other tools a shot, see how we like them, play around with them, get them to work, and that's what we're doing right now. Right now, we're using dev spaces, seeing how they work, or don't. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Zig. I mean, I streamed for 4 hours and built the little service. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I learned it. I wrote a small application that writes stuff to SQLite. And that stream was 4.5 hours. Again, not saying I learned Zig. Zig was pretty easy. It was pretty easy. I didn't even get into things like enums and I didn't even write my own custom struct either. So like, there's a lot of the different things I wrote an HTTP web server. I figured out how to filter on the method, and I figured out how to include SQLite. So I did very little. I wouldn't say I learned the language at all. I learned 1% of the language. 1%. There we go. I couldn't tell you how easy it is compared to Go and Rust. Because I'd have to know it better than 1%. That's the problem. I'd have to know it more than 1%. Let's try localhost. There we go. So we got dev spaces working. Ish. Let's see what it's doing. I'm not entirely sure that I love this, especially for what we're wanting to do. Wow. How's easy? I mean, how is it easy is it compared to Go and Rust is actually a really loaded question, because that all depends on where you started and what you learned first. If you learned C++ first, I bet you that Zig would be easier. If you came from like a more functional language, I think you probably would find Rust easier. So again, I guess it just comes from your perspective, what you find difficult. If you find managing memory difficult, Rust and C++ are going to be more difficult than other languages. If you find pure functional languages more difficult, you're going to find Haskell more difficult than other languages. I mean, yeah, that's a loaded question. Let's see. So yeah, it's just running this. Now, one question I have here is, how do other services inside the cluster connect to it? That's our AI executioner. That was for the AI games. Whenever an AI failed. Okay. Let's try looking really quickly here at dev spaces. We got file sync, and that's great. $8090, so it's running a web server on $8090. Oh, it said it. This is the Apache server it's starting. Oh, interesting. By and large, I feel like I installed Go by binary. Let's try this because the Apache server didn't fail the first time. Let's try this and see. I think the Apache server is running inside that container because see, it deploys the pod, right? Does the port forwarding crap. And then the Apache server sync is not on my computer. It's in that container. So yeah, it's opening the shell to the container, which makes sense. Okay, and now we're starting the Apache server in that container when we start it. That's the script that on SSH script that we could look through that on SSH, but yeah. Okay. So now, can we go here? No? Do we need to port forward 8090? It didn't tell me to. All right, let's try that though. All right, we need to. What was it? It was in dev space. This ports. It wasn't this one, but we're going to anyways. 8090, right? 90. Let's see. And then there was this one here. Yeah, this is the right one. I did it to both. I know. I'm a horrible. A just file from makefile? I don't know. I've never used a just file. Look, I've said this before. I have a whole talk on it if a conference wants to have me come out and give the talk, but don't engineer by fashion. It's like the worst thing that you could do. If you're an engineer, and you are, I hope, don't engineer by fashion. Don't do things because everybody else is doing things. Do things because they make sense for the project and the problem that you're trying to solve. That's it. I know it's not sexy and what people want at a conference, but it's a real problem. If just files just work for you and is better for you and your project, if they handle something better, absolutely use them. I would be remiss to not encourage you to. But I never condone, well, X company used it and they're successful. Okay. What made them successful? Probably not the tools they used. Sorry. I just get hung up on that. But happily, if it helps you do stuff, use them. Use it. All right, I can't get this UI to come up. It said it was on 8090, right? Dev space UI. When running dev space dev, which is what we're doing, dev space starts a client-only localhost UI. By default, dev space dev starts the development UI on port 8090, but if the port is already in use, it will use a different port. If dev space dev is running, you can open a link shown in the dev space dev output. Do I see? I don't see it ever saying that it's hosting something, right? Restarting Apache's web server, Apache 2 could not reliably determine the server's fully qualified domain name using 10. Set the server name directly globally. I don't care about that. It didn't give me a link though. Oh, it looks like it's dying here. NPM could not be found. So it feels like a dependency in the container is dying. Also, that was not a rant against just files. Just files could be the greatest thing since containers, since Nix. I don't know. It was just a don't do it because other people do it. Okay, well, I can't get this UI. So you can just do the SSH into the container that they're making. Yeah, I got it. Okay, I don't love this. I don't like this for a couple reasons. One, it doesn't work reliably well. Two, for me, I could actually see this container being really nice for people. But for me, it's more orchestrating an entire project, an entire group of things that I want to do at like the base level, not individually level. So maybe we try a different one. This is cool though. I like it. It needs a little bit of love. I don't see an error. So like we can go dive into, oh, npm is not found. Oh. Let's actually see. Do we have the container here? Let's see. Do we have the container? Because if we have the container, we can add npm really quickly. You know, it was here, 28, npm install, right? This is failing. No, it wasn't in this file. What file was it in? It was in, it was in the YAML. Oh, that's horrifying. It was in the dev space YAML, right? Oh, maybe this is the issue? Can we just delete that? I don't know if that will work. We don't have a Docker file, right? I don't think so. I didn't make one. No. Okay. Where's images? It's this one. So the PHP dev space doesn't have npm in it. Replace the candidate image with this dev optimized image. Allows you to skip the image building during process. Right. Oh, maybe we don't want to delete the thing. Maybe what we want to do is do this. Yeah. But one way or another, it doesn't have npm, which means that start script will always fail. This is probably just a issue with their PHP. I'm surprised they had PHP as a support, to be honest. It surprised me. I bet you their Go one works flawlessly. Okay. All right. Let's get out of that. Let's clean up. Let's go through the cleanup, reset the pods, purge project from cluster, dev space purge. I don't really care about this cluster. It's fine, but we'll purge it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. There should be like just a cleanup command. But it's all right. We're just gonna destroy this cluster. This cluster is going away. Let's see. Wait. We want kind delete cluster kind. We can just do that, right? Because it's named kind. Kind create cluster. Okay. Azure took PHP functions down. I missed that one. I didn't. Maybe I didn't miss it. Huh. Maybe I didn't miss that. I feel like I mentioned that on the news because I probably would have had a giggle about it. I definitely would have had a giggle about it. All right. That was interesting. Not exactly what I wanted though. We have garden. I wasn't going to try this one. I was just gonna yeet right back to tilt if it wasn't working right. But shift everything left. Oh my gosh. I'll take the CEO's job since we're shifting it to the left. Actually, please no. Actually, please no. Actually, absolutely, please no. I was not initially looking at it, but AI recommended me to look at it. Wait. Never mind. Today we're announcing as the end of life for... Is this for this version or for Garden as a whole? So this is just this version. Okay. There's, I guess, a very favorite version. Okay, that's a weird way of saying that. Like, wow, that's a lot of TypeScript. That's a very weird way. Like, it makes it feel like it's not even a major release. Gugh. What a dramatic way to switch versions. Right. I have... I've never seen a minor version with such drama. Like self-induced drama. Finally, a big thank you. Like they're... In memory of 12.x. Over the years we have interview, talk, and debug the issues with video or community. This isn't going away. This is what you do if you're like shutting the project down. the new Null Cloud shirt right now. Null Cloud in memory of Null Cloud 0.0.2 in memory of 0.0.1. Okay, that's going in the options of t-shirt designs. Wow, this is dramatic, but anyhow, let's give it a shot. Quick start. Love quick starts. Linux. Oh, curl. Fantastic. We'll curl the install. That's safe and secure. It's absolutely not safe. Scott, how are you doing? There's a bunch of minor version releases instead of cities. That's not bad. Just patch version releases. All right. Installation went well. Clone the example project. I don't want the example. Deploy the I don't want to deploy the example project. Next steps. Let's do it. Yep, we want to step-by-step configuring a project. Create a garden project. That's what I want to do. I do not want a video. I make the videos. I don't want to clone the project. Okay. Next, we'll initialize the garden project with garden create project. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, we're going to do this hopefully in the base because that's what I want it to do. I want it to manage all of them. We'll see. Oh, wait. I only have it here. 1 second. Because I didn't do this, right? I didn't do this. This was my bad. Because I haven't restarted my shells. That was fair. My bad. Now let's do this. Project name, job hunting. No, we're going to name it the Kerflop. Kerflop. Sitting, yeah, it's snowed here too. Again. Usually we get like one good snow. We have just been pelted with snowstorm after snowstorm after snowstorm. It's America. It's time to stop role-playing as Canada. Okay? All right, we did that. Yeah, our cars are parked at the end of the driveway again. We only got like 4 or 5 inches, which wasn't terrible, but we're supposed to get another 3 inches on Wednesday, or like Tuesday night, Wednesday. Boilerplate configuration in the current directory, making it our project root. It will look something like this. All right, providers. Okay, interesting. So this is making like, I don't love these. Because I never want these to manage production. I never want this. I always want production to be its own separate thing. I like sleeping. I mean, it's fine. You can just use it without this, but like, whatever. Pick a Kubernetes plugin. In order to deploy your project, we perhaps obviously need somewhere to deploy it. Good one. Using Darden manage ephemeral clusters, setting up a local Kubernetes cluster on our dev machine using our own remote cluster. Option 1, easiest. Darden manage. I don't know why I say Darden, because it's a restaurant chain, and it's so dumb that I say that. It's garden. And yeah. Garden manage ephemeral clusters. This is the easiest way to get started, and you don't need to do anything. Instead, you can head directly to the next page and start adding garden actions to the project. This is the easiest, but this is simplest? I don't understand. I don't understand how this one could be easier but more complicated. Why isn't kind on here? Most powerful. Your own remote Kubernetes cluster. Okay, we're not doing that one yet. Okay, so do we do local or do we just let Garden run with it? I feel like we'll just let Garden run with it for right now. You know, I'm just gonna let Garden run with it. I don't understand the simplest versus easiest statement. I'm going with easiest, which I'm kind of assuming is the simplest, but with our Kubernetes environment set up, we can start adding Garden actions for building and deploying our project. Step 1, log in and start the dev console. First, log into your dashboard by running garden login. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want this. Whoa, no, no, no. All right. All right. This is the end. If I is this what 112 killed? Is this what 12 killed? I so bet you it is. Can't authorize. Ah. I don't want to log in. I don't want to log in. Oh, Garden wasn't going to run the container on my machine or the Kubernetes cluster. It was going to do it on their servers. Oh, I so understand now. Okay, well, this is fine. This is fine. Help! Help! No, it won't let me do anything because I've not logged in. Well, it's like not showing me the commands because I'm not logged in. Not found. Fantastic. Because yeah, enter help for more information. Help. It just gives me this information. Oh, it must be a Git repo. But, okay, I get it. Fine, I'll make it a Git repo. But why can't you display help? I literally am asking just for help. That's all. And you can't run the help command because it's not a Git repo? Because I wanted to exit. And I can't exit because I'm not authorized? Oh my goodness. Bring back version 0.12. That's all I'm saying. That's not what I meant, but. Could not find command. Okay, well, let's see. Control C worked. Control C worked. Are we about to just go back to tilt? Was this like a... Should I try to make this work? I mean, I can look, if there's a garden person there, you should be able to do help without it being a Git repository. I'm sure this is just an oversight. You've never tried it before, but you should be able to do the help command without it being a Git repository. Just saying, just saying. Let me make it a Git repository. I will make it a Git repository really quickly. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It needed a Git repository anyhow because I guess you guys can see this. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't leaking anything sensitive. Okay, we're back. All right, this can be public, add a readme. Don't add a readme. I don't want to initialize the repo. No. I will put a license. It'll be a Apache 2. Kerplop is a next gen framework for building next gen web applications. Bundles direct support for Web 7, 8, and 9, along with your favorite AI of choice. Okay, perfect. PR filling time. All right, let's see. We want to do this right here. Let's see. Actually, I don't want to do any of that. So let's just do git init, git add, all right, git commit -m init, and then all we need to do is these two. We gotta make the main branch. I forgot about that part. Let's do that really quickly. I don't do that often. And then we can add the remote and we're good to go. Yeah. Git push. Wait. We need to do origin main. My bad. Done. All right. Now dev spaces can't complain. Not dev spaces. Garden. Garden can't complain. It's a Git repo. Should we try Garden again? One thing I did notice that we need to... Doesn't even sign his own commits. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have opinions on signed commits. Strong ones. All right. What I was going to say. Oh wait. Oh no. I made the Git repo in Kerplop, not in the job hunting repo. I thought I was here. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. I screwed that up. Not a problem. Not a problem. We can fix this. How are we going to fix this? We're going to fix this by doing this. I was distracted. We're just going to do this rm-rf.get. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I don't need to delete the repo. I'm going to delete that it's Git in this folder here, right? And then I'm going to just force push on top of this one. And that will be fine, right? So then we can do git init, right? Git add, git commit -m, Let's see. What are we gonna do here? Init part 2. Get let's see. We need to set up the master branch. So get push. No. Get branch. The main branch. And now we can just do the push, right? I thought it was closer in my history. Oh, we need this line right here. We gotta set up the origin. Right. My bad. And now we can. We might have to do force. Yeah. Force. Because we're just gonna stomp on it, which I didn't even need to do init part 2 because I was just gonna stomp on it. Oh well. Anyways, we fixed it. Problem fixed. I didn't even rewind that. It's so dumb. Init part 2, but it's the only commit because I just stomped on it. It's fine. When you become a 100x engineer, you too will use force more often. All right, just joking, by the way. Just joking. Oh no, did I do the same thing again? I made the exact same mistake. I'm in kerplop. I didn't CD out of it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Oh my goodness. CD. Oh my goodness. Oh. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You know, I make a lot of mistakes. I'm used to it. I stream a lot of mistakes. Repeating the same mistake. Right. Repeat. Okay. Get in it. Get in it. All right. Get add. Get commit -m init. All right. Now we need to get branch. We need to make the main branch, and then we need to. What do we need to do? We need to get push. Oh, we gotta actually. Actually, I already have this copied and pasted, right? I can. No. Stop that. I can just. No, that's what you have copy and pasted. What is it? I need to set the origin. Remote add. Yep. And now I can get push origin main force. And I can stomp on history once again. Okay. I was looking at this and I was like, wait, why is there a bootstrap? This should just be like the app's names. It's okay. Thanks, Scott. Thanks. You know what is worse is I didn't realize I was doing the same thing. Okay? I didn't mean to do the same thing. It just happened that way. Also, we have some really big objects here. Right? We have some really big objects here. I noticed it paused when I did the get add. And I'm guessing it's like some stuff from Composer with the PHP, right? Because other than that, we have a Go project, which is super small. And then we have a, I almost said a Zim project. Now I can only say Zim. Anyways. It's probably Go. Go sometimes can. Especially if you don't have like the git ignores right. That the vendored half the internet. Right. That's what I'm saying. If you don't. So Dutch, what are your feelings on checking in the vendored project or not? I personally am for checking in the vendored so that you have repeatable builds without internet access. But I get why Go makes that painful. Go wasn't built in a way to do that. Neither was Go mod. Okay. We're finally where we're supposed to be. There's a garden in each one of these. That doesn't seem right. Did I run a garden thing in Kerplop? Thanks so much for the follow. It's good to have you on board, Sir Wills. I'm of the same thought process. It bloats the repository a lot, though. It's not about building it without internet access, but that's the easy way to prove it, right? It's not that you want to be able to use it without internet. The thing is that you're trying to avoid, what you're trying to prove is that you can build this. You know what is in this to build it the same way, right? Now, an easy way to do this is if you isolate that and build it. So if you isolate, let's raise that up there. If you isolate it, so disconnect it from the internet and build it, you know exactly, and you can then repeatedly build that because you're not accidentally pulling in a new patch version, because a lot of things, have, if they're not perfectly defined versions, you could be bringing in a different patch version of 3 or 4 different modules and not know it, right? And this says you can rebuild the exact same thing again. So it's not about whether you have internet or not. That's not what it is, because most likely it's in Git, which you would need internet to download from anyways. This is actually one thing that SUSE did really well. So all of their build machines have no internet. So when you put a package to build on it, everything has to be ready to be built. And that way Go doesn't accidentally go out and get something, you can run go mod tidy and whatnot, and it cannot go out there and screw with stuff. I like that. We can look at a Go mod. Let's go look at the tree operator, which needs to be renamed to Kurop. But let's go look at this go.sum. Now, does this lock this to major, minor, or patch version? Also, not to get pedantic, but somebody could force push like I just did, to that same version, right? And I know that you have this here, but it doesn't always work that way. Not always. All right. Okay. What were we working on? Oh, we were going to give Garden one more try, right? Garden dev. Let's do this. Garden. That's not what I wanted to do. Garden dev. We have not logged in, but we are in a Git repo. So now if we do help, it actually does stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was rough, but performed your builds, performed your stuff. We don't really have any builds yet. We haven't defined anything. So, but we can now like do step 2. Add actions for deploying the database. Next, let's add garden actions for deploying the what database? Still on Tumbleweed? I actually have been okay with Arch. The biggest stability issue that I've had with Arch is I have a company called Asus as my motherboard provider. And if you want to run Linux, do not pick Asus as your motherboard provider or anything. Maybe just don't pick Asus. They basically came out and said, well, we don't support Linux. So screw you if you run Linux on our motherboards. That has caused problems. Not Arch's fault. I at first was blaming Arch, but it turns out not Arch's fault. The one time it was Arch's fault, I got an unstable network patch update, but Asus supposedly makes great motherboards, and the reviewers that I watched were running Windows on it. You know, it's my bad. I didn't realize that a company took that hard stance against Linux for secondary, like for a PC build. I never realized that there were companies like that because, yeah, then you're just limiting yourself to Windows. I don't know. Maybe that's what most of their product space is, but all right. We now need to do this, right? Oh, okay. So check this out. It's making you do this for each one of them. Interesting. I got mine because it had the best support for DDR5 memory, and I really wanted to get the AMD processor and DDR5. And it was about the only motherboard at the time that supported that configuration, and that's what I had wanted. And so yeah, it wasn't about gaming, but especially at the time, DDR4 was actually faster memory. I think DDR5 is now better, but at the time, DDR4 would have been faster for gaming if I really wanted to. All right, so they have a deploy and a run. This is really interesting. This is not... This is more work than I wanted. Add a build action for this is actually really cool though, because this is like really detailed. So you could do like a bunch of stuff. Build the web container. The selection for the web container service is very similar. First create a garden YAML file in the web directory and then add the following. So what are these build steps? So here's like a deploy. Why do we need these build steps? Let's not, this time I'll take the action of kind build. Oh, you know what? I bet you can like specify where they are. So let's try this. Let's try this. Do I need to do this? I don't need to do this in the CLI. I don't know why it had you start this first. Okay, so we have this project structure. We have these here. Let's actually, we're gonna move the tree operator and we're gonna rename it to crop. All right, so we have these 3 projects. And then project.garden is going to set up our environment, which these are our environments here. Which I'm wondering if this needs to be like kind for our local. I wonder if that is true. It was a little confusing on how to do this. It said use this option. Okay, install locally. Update the default environment. Open the project garden.yaml file that we created earlier and update the default environment like so. Default environment local. Okay, so we just need to go to default environment local. Anyone looking at this repository is gonna have it. That is the whole point. Actually, I'm thinking about removing all the curs from it and making it, you know, because like it's like the cur directory and just doing like cur flop, cur or flop plop drop whatnot. We'll see. I haven't completely settled on the naming convention, but there will be a naming convention, probably. Maybe that's the beauty. Maybe there shouldn't be a naming convention. Marketing is still working on the naming. Yeah. All right. I guess this makes sense. You could set up multiple different environments and then switch quickly between them. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Let's go back. Now, I think we can put these in the subdirectories, right? That's what, like... Do we build a manifest directory here? Or do we build one for each sub-project? See, this has like API garden.yaml. Let me actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go... They said to download this project and I said no. I said absolutely not. I'm going to go see it though. I'm going to go see what it looks like. I'm going to see what I can see. So they have the API, which is just probably a Go API. And this is where like they do have a garden YAML in here. This builds the container. Okay, how do they build this container though? There is no, oh, there is a Docker file. Okay. Okay, okay. And then there is a garden YAML in every single directory. Okay. So if we were going to do this, we can basically go and incur, let's do the Go project. That's probably going to be the easiest, fastest one. So curop, if we go in here, we already have a Docker file because this is why this one's probably the easiest. And so now we can do garden.yaml. And what was it? It's over here. So we're just gonna steal from this, although this is more than we need for sure. Let's see. The name is curop. Type container. No, actually, I still am using Zen. I'm still using Zen. I need to delete Edge because it's just the default right now at the top of the list. Actually, Zen is the default. If you open something that opens a web browser, it opens in Zen because it's the default. I had a couple problems. I did a bunch of customization, and on an update, it got rid of all of my customizations. So I have to go back and redo that. See, like every single time it updates, it has gotten rid of all of my customizations because like I like this to collapse when I'm not using it and stuff like that. So it's annoyed me a bit with that. I still really like it. I just don't want to have to come in here every single time. Maybe it has the right options. It's just broken. I'm not sure. I got to go back and look into it. That was the last thing. I need to go back in, reconfigure it all, and then I'll start using it again. I do like Zen, minus that detail, but I know it's an early stage, so like that's not a big deal. It's in early stage development, so. Now, what is this manifests here? Okay, this is just their, oh, these are their, okay. So that probably makes sense. We don't want that. Let's exit out of here. I love that I can only exit if it's a Git repo. That's terrible. I got to make a issue for them. I have got to make an issue for them. Okay, so we have manifests actually in here for curop, right? That's in config. What is it? We can go look at the make file. Let's see, install. All right, right here. Let's see. Config CRD. So, does this use customize? Can we use customize? Hopefully we can, because that would be. What is this? Config CRD. We have a couple things to apply here, though, right? We got the CRDs. But then we also have like the controller that needs deployed, right? Saber, how are you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Look, an ad starts in 22 seconds. I'm gonna run and make a cup of coffee, stretch my legs. I've been streaming for, I guess, an hour and a half now. We're gonna come back and we're gonna figure this out. But while that is happening, I'm gonna take about 10 minutes because that's how long it takes my hot water to heat up to make a cup of coffee. What are we building? We are building Kerflop. It's a new framework to overcomplicate your life and get gainfully employed. So that's what we're doing. But I'm going to take about a 10-minute break. Since the ads have to play anyways, I'll just do it right now. See you guys in about 10 minutes. And sorry, I'm taking a break right now. As you're joining Saber, you just have to follow so that you can just do that for me. Just do that for me. All right. See you guys in just a second. I got to go make a cup of coffee and okay, I got to go make hot water, then make coffee. A little smarty pants over there. I'll see you guys in a second. 2 minutes early. Ah. All right. Actually, hot water doesn't need to be. That's why it's hot. You guys are so smart. You guys are so smart. All right. We gotta work. We gotta do this. Okay. So build type container. We're gonna build the container. I am assuming here we don't have to give it the Docker file if it's just a Docker file right there, because that's what we have and that's what the examples show. So hopefully. These are probably other things. Oh, was this originally named web? Yeah, so this we got to do like build.kerplop, right? Build.kerop. Yeah, not kerplop. What will it depend on? This doesn't depend on any of the other projects. The other projects do depend on this being up though. So that's actually a cool thing to know. And we don't need this. Right, okay. So this is kind of cool. So far, it seems way more powerful than alternatives. Like Tilt. Hey, kitten. Like Tilt, but just more work to set up in the first place. So we'll see. All right, let's see. Files, manifest. It's not in .manifest, right? We know it to be... So these are the CRDs. Should we actually do this in like 2? We probably should do this. Let's actually do this, right? I don't know why I did that. I actually do know why. It's because the timer that I got here early finished, and it's supposed to take me to that scene. So it finished anyways. Took me to that scene. I should have stopped the timer. What is this madness? Well, yeah. We're adding yet another layer to the kerplop framework. I realized that to get a job, you have to show companies you're enterprise ready. And that's precisely my goal with this, is to provide and prove that I'm enterprise ready. So I'm building a new framework called kerplop that combines the best of Kubernetes, Istio, PHP, Rust, Go, Java, and Zig, and SQLite all together into one beautiful package. Yeah. All right, so this is going to be a kind of deploy, because what we need to do is we need to actually install the manifest files before we install the run the operator, right? So we have to deploy the manifests and then we can do that, right? So let's do name CRD manifests. I misspelled that. Manifests. Okay. Dependencies, none. There should be no dependencies. Yeah, we can skip that. Yeah, type Kubernetes. I don't know what the type Kubernetes means, to be just completely honest with you all. I kind of would assume all of them were dependencies or Kubernetes, but you know, maybe there's obviously something other than Kubernetes, so that's fine. No dependencies. So we'll just get to spec. So here we go. And this is where we can go with these right here. Oh, we need customized support. Let's look at that. Kate's Garden customize. Plopping enterprise solutions on your desk daily. Yep. All right. So I don't actually need the environment variables. I just need it to do customize. I just need it to build the customize. Oh, okay. So you can just do spec customize instead of manifest. Okay, okay. Cool. That's all I needed. So instead of files, I can do customize. And what were they doing here? Just, yeah, path. Okay. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And then our path is actually config CRD, right? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, when we made kerplop, we didn't have the G, or the I guess. We're not getting all of the acronyms in there with kerplop, as the name, because it's Kubernetes, Istios, Rust, PHP, Laravel, operators, Net, Pascal. We got rid of Pascal and we have Java, so like this doesn't exist anymore. We have Java. We also incorporated Zig now, so there's like there's some Zig in here. And we also added Garden. So I might go with Chaos Netties because complicated hybrid application over engineered stack and Kubernetes. So we might name the whole thing Chaos Netties and then have all the projects inside of it names off of kerplop, right? I like that. I think that's maybe what we do. We use Chaos Netties as the name of the whole project, like the Git project name, and then kerplop, whatever. Not sure yet. Okay, so doesn't depend on anything. So now this should deploy the operator, right? Operate the go operator, go op, which is crop. This is crop CRD manifest. And this needs to depend on dependency. It needs to be on build.crop and deploy. Yeah, this right here. Crop CRD manifest. We got to deploy the manifest first. Beautiful. I think this is actually all we need to do with this because that's all. Yeah. And then when we do, and then this is how we deploy it, right here. Now, what I'm not sure is if this is going to work or if we need to generate this and then put that in like a manifest directory. Let's see if somebody's done this. Kubernetes operator, KubeBuilder. We'll do, because it's specifically a KubeBuilder. KubeBuilder operator, guard and deploy. How are you doing, Russell? How's everybody's Monday? I know I'm not usually streaming on Monday. Guard and deploy Kubernetes operator. I don't want the garden operator. Not exactly what I was looking for. No, this is Gardener. Different than Garden. Different than Garden. Did I search Gardener? No, I searched Garden. Gardener is like a Kubernetes as a service platform. Very different. Can we do like make? Like make build? So what, building or breaking or? Yeah, basically, yes. Today what we're trying to do is we're building this and we wanted some way to run and debug and test everything in Kubernetes. And that's what we're trying to do right now. That's the attempt. Deploy seems to be the thing. But you know what? We're just going to point towards config default and see if that works, right? So we're going to do this like this again. Customize. I realize we made a mistake up here. We want this out, right? Like that. Okay, customize. Let's see. If we're doing this, this has to be something like, no, not like that. Paths, there we go. Is it config default? What did I say? Yeah, config default. That is what I said. Okay. And that should work because that's how we deploy here. Okay. So we have a build CRD, we have a deploy our app, and that's in 2 steps. This one depends on the CRDs being deployed and the image being built. Good. Like I said, we're making an enterprise-ready framework. None of these simple, easy frameworks. We're building something that you get employed with. Something that's used in the enterprise level. We probably just want to... what do we want as a sync path? Really this whole directory, right? And I think this is this directory, but container path. I'm not sure I understand what this is. I'm not sure because like we're supposed to be building the container up here. So is it, do we need to do this now? We don't need this here. But do we need to patch the the deployment. I'm guessing that this is what we're doing because we're taking the build of, really it needs to be the build of Kerplop or Kerop. So this really should be not web. We just stole this. Kerop outputs deployment image idea. And then we need to update this. I need to look through this manifest, right? So let's go look up config default. Where is config default? So it's the manager, right? So it's this. So here, the kind should be deployment. The name controller manager, though, right? Name is controller manager, right? Yeah. And then the patch is for the spec template. Name. Okay, this is where containers. Name is manager. All right. And this should be good. There should be an image in here, right? Oh, right here. Perfect. So this should patch on what gets built, if I'm understanding everything correctly. If is a big if. It's a big if. If I understood this correctly, we should be golden. Are we ready to run this? Garden dev. Dev console ready to go. Help! How do I run? Garden run. Perform. I just want to run. Do I have to do these like in order? Can I just do sync start? Sync. Wait. Was it sync? SYNK. Or SYNC. SYNC start. I don't know why there's an Nginx controller. I don't remember that. Oh, that's a provider? Okay. That might be how they do like ingress into it. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's part of the garden system. Oh. I have to say, so far, uh-oh. Failed local Kubernetes. That's interesting because it definitely hit the local Kubernetes cluster, right? Kind is right here. Why did this fail? Okay, so that is not working as intended. One preemption is not helpful for, let's see. Let's do a describe on that. Let's see what its last status is. One preemption is not helpful. Oh, one node did not match pod's node affinity selector. We're about to hit zig because I'm about to get frustrated with this. Really, the only last thing that we have to do is we actually have to start using the what is it called? SQLite. So it's failing to schedule. Do we want to bust out a little zig or continue debugging this? It feels like I'm debugging garden, and I'm just about to do tilt because it just kind of works. It's trying to install this for itself. So it's not a manifest I control. The only thing I could think of here is if I screwed up this project. I said local. Maybe kind isn't local enough? Or maybe I need to do something? Let's see, garden with kind. Maybe I should have done like Kate's garden. Let's see. Maybe we can just search their documentation for kind. This is like my guess. No, I don't want the type of configuration kind. I want like the project kind. Interesting that in module types here, they don't have what we used, customize listed. They do have jib containers. Has anybody used a jib container? I have never used a jib. I don't know what a jib container is. Templated is deprecated. Please use render template. Render template isn't documented. That hurts. Oh, here's render template. Okay. Render template is outside of module types. That's fine. Oh, are module types together? Oh, okay. I see. I see. And we're using action-based configuration. Right, but what's confusing about this? What is confusing about this? Is if we look here in like this. What was I going to show you? Oh, I was going to show you the garden file, right? Garden.yaml, that's what it's called. We have this spec with customize, but this is not like evident where this is. Like, I found it in a help request. The other thing that I want to know is how do I target my local Kubernetes cluster? Kind. Like when we did the quick start here, I found some new documents. Never mind. And here's kind. Okay, maybe we have some on kind. No, I don't want that. I want to know how to set it up. All right, micro minikube kind. For a kind installation instruction, see official docs. To use kind with Garden, you may need to start your cluster with extra port mappings to allow ingress controllers to run. Okay, fair. That's fine. That's fine. This is what I knew it was a kind issue. I've seen this before because it runs inside of a container, right? I did not find that. That's good though. You found it. I'm just bad at searching their docs. Their docs are anti-Merrick searching. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so now maybe we can do, can we just do, oh, no, stop that. Garden dev now. And then now we can do like, what was this? It was sync start. This looks better, right? These are blue. Uh-oh. Crash, loop, back off. I don't expect these two to work until this one's working, right? It says it's running, but it's not ready. But this is better than it was, right? Because last time it didn't get scheduled at all. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Could not start any syncs. Aborting. Uh-oh. Key paths is not allowed in path.customize path. Files, customize, manifest. Okay, maybe the help thing that I found was wrong. Because I found it in like a support question. Let's see what you found. This was like a... This is not that helpful. Files, customize, manifest. These don't look like they make sense, right? None of these would make sense in customize. And our customize guide here used, path instead of paths. Okay, so I made a mistake. It happens. I'm only human. Stop judging. This is by far the least horrible path that I have, or horrible mistake that I made today. So streaming this was number one. Streaming this was number one. Okay, so here we go. It's not paths like this. I don't know why I thought it was like this. It's like this, right? Yeah. I just did it very wrong. Okay. We did better, right? So Corrupt failed, which is this, but that means the manifest worked? Yeah? Let's see if that worked. K get custom. Will that work? Can we just do CRD? I think it's CRD, yeah. No resources found. Yeah, that doesn't, maybe it didn't. Let's see. Let's bust out K9S over here. It seems like it tried to deploy Corrupt first, right? That's weird because Corrupt says it depends on the CRD manifest. And it didn't do the build, right? It didn't do this build. It depends on this build of Corrupt too. It depends on both of these things. I guess I did not understand what dependencies meant. Well, that worked out less well than intended. Let's see. Only the second project will be faster. Yeah, some of these can also be really helpful in team onboarding. Now, part of me would argue that you overcomplicated things if it's hard for somebody to get on board. But sometimes it can be like, okay, I've set up all these things now, and I figured out all the nitty gritty things, and you can just, run garden sink and be done, right? The thing is, it looks like it didn't do these. Let me jump back to the quick start. Oh, do I need to sync? Do I need to add something to specifically sync? Oh, I need to do a sync. I don't know why I need to do this, though. This looks dumb. The paths field is an array where you can specify different sinks for the action. In most cases, you only need one entry where you specify the relative source path. Oh, okay. So they're just showing you more powerful things. So we can just do the source path. I don't know what they mean by container path. So we have to tell all of them to sync? Huh. Oh. So it looks like really, I don't love this, but I probably am just misunderstanding. We have to do like build. There it's going, it's doing all the build. So there's no like, do all the things. We gotta do build, deploy, and sync. Oh. There's no do all of them? Like, I just want to start. I just want to run. I just want it to, like, build, deploy, sync. So let's try this. We already did build, so what we need is deploy. We won't do sync, just can it deploy? Okay, this was better though. Look at this. We actually deployed the manifest this time before trying to deploy Karop. Right? So this is Karop, and it did the manifest first. Okay, cool. A patch is defined for a Kubernetes deployment with name controller manager, but no Kubernetes resource with a corresponding name is found. Did I misspell? I hate me sometimes. I hate me sometime. What we can do here, let's get rid of this. Actually, no, let's just leave it here. We need to go back into there. Code, job hunting, Karop, it's Karop. It was under config, right? Yeah, its name is controller manager, right? Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure that I was hitting the right thing. Mojo is almost as fast as Rust and Python-like syntax. Do you want to know something? I think Python syntax is the problem with Python. I know that people are going to disagree with me that really like Python syntax, but I actually think Python syntax is the problem with Python. Obviously, it's also slow, but like you just fixed one of the many problems with Python. Now, that being said, if you love Python and Python syntax and you want to build something amazing, absolutely go for it. Like, don't let my opinions sway you in any way. Let's try this again. Apache's fine. Okay, but a controller manager, but no Kubernetes resource with that name can be found. All right, let's make sure. Oh, we have a sync here, but this sync, I'm not sure this sync is the right. I don't know that these are the right things. And does this patch resource need to be under the customize? I think maybe I bungled this a little. Customize patch resource, right? This is how they did it, right? So I'm at the same level. I can put this underneath. That's not really going to affect anything. I know of companies that have scaled web apps in Python. I can also tell you the problems that they have doing it. It's not impossible. But guess what? Those people that have the problem of scaling Python, I'm just going to let you in on a secret. Those people who are desperately trying to figure out how to scale their Python app have a product that's scaling. You don't. So, say what you like. Say what you like. Right, it's failing to pull this because we're trying to patch that resource, right? Name manager, right. Because here, it's the image. Let's see, where is the image? It's right here, right? The image is controller latest, right? And we're trying to patch the containers manager. Wait, the name is manager, right. Name is manager, and we're trying to patch it with the image that we built. But it's saying that it doesn't have a resource controller manager, but good sir, we have a deployment with the name controller manager. Modprog, the funny thing is, a lot of those performant libs are in C. But it's fine. Like, again, I'm not starting a flame war. I honestly don't care if you want it. Pick what you like or what's going to make you money. I'm not all altruistic on everything. And use it. That's why I like using Rust. I enjoy Rust. I think it's a fun language. I think it solves a lot of problems that I see in production code. You know what I don't like Python bigger than the performance is it's a fail in production language, which I really don't like fail in production languages. That's when you talk to these companies that have scaled Python, that's some of the biggest problems that they have is how do we know that what we push out is quality and won't just crash on us and crash and burn. It's a more difficult problem to solve with Python, but that's also fine. It is a solvable problem, and if you like solving that problem, go for that. Other languages have other problems. Rust, you have to solve managing memory, and if you don't like solving that problem, don't pick Rust. Right, but you don't care why your Python code is performant. Sure. Again, I don't care either. I personally very much dislike Python, but that's fine. All right. I don't know why this isn't doing what it's supposed to do. It's what other people do, customize. When they do the spec, they do the patch resource. It's just saying that it can't find this thing. And then this thing is failing because it doesn't get patched, right? Modprog, you and I are going to be doing the same thing. I'm also going to try doing Nix OS. We'll see. We'll see how much it kicks my butt. Oh, this is interesting. Check this out. It deploys it before trying to do the patch on it. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's not really what I wanted, is it? Okay. I am going to have to make this thing work, but I'll probably do it offline because I'm probably missing something really stupid. Like this is indented wrong or something dumb. And that's boring. So what we'll do is we'll work a little bit more on our, what did we call it? Zod? Yeah, we'll probably just work a little bit more on that, getting the SQLite working a little, and yeah, call it good. The dynamic typing definitely sucks, granted. Yeah, dynamic typing. Dynamic typing is just prone to errors. Like, I'm not even a person that sits here and is like, I need to manage my own memory. I usually could care less about managing my own memory. What I find is languages like Rust have some of the best type systems that I've seen. And I've actually chronically said I would love a type system like Rust and that's garbage collected, like Go. I would love it. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. That language doesn't exist, and I'm not going to make it because I know what everybody thinks. Well, just make the next language. It's too many languages as it is, so I'll manage memory. All right. Yeah. So let's get out of this. Let's get out of that. Ugh. I don't know. I will either fix it or I will either fix Garden or I'll just slap Tilt on there because I only need it. This is just for fun. I'm not going to waste too much time. This was interesting that it wasn't patching beforehand. Like it's deploying crop before it's trying to patch crop. And I wanted to patch before deploy. And I didn't see it. Not if it's a customized patch, right, Dutch? Right. So, Dutch, when you run something like this, let's see. We'll just open up here. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for the make file, make. When you're looking at something like this, install. Let's actually search for phony install. So when you run something like this, you can actually pass a patch in for customize. That's what customize does, is it can patch a bunch of stuff. So we could actually do a patch here. You can see, let's see, not on install, but on deploy, it's doing that here, right? So it's setting the image to the controller. This is an edit, but like, now maybe there's a different, maybe patches afterwards and there's an edit manifest. Like I said, I gotta look into it. I wasn't finding it in the documentation, so I'm not gonna sit here and just bore you all with documentation while chat spirals into Nix OS. I gotta pull us away from Nix. We're on the precipice. We gotta pull away from Nix. It's a very polarizing topic. You either absolutely love it or absolutely hate it. There is no in between. Zero. None. So I'm saving us from Nix talk by doing something more entertaining. I realize I'm boring when you guys bring up Nix. Like, that's how I do it. Let's just do, can we do like Zop? Yeah. All right. That's right. Trying to reduce. I already had controversy this morning about Make versus Just Make. I've never used Just Make, but supposedly, I guess Make isn't even safe these days. Don't tell anybody I'm on Arch. That's just gonna throw everybody into a tizzy. No, their Dutch brings up Go. My goodness, we can't go 3 chat messages without bringing up a controversy in this channel. Make, Go, Python, Kubernetes. Yeah, let's talk about let's talk about the qualities of Vite that we like. That might be the safe topic for this channel. What were we doing here? Okay. I gotta remember exactly what we were doing. We're in source, we're in main. We just got actual stuff in our SQLite, which was nice. Do you know what, one thing that I need to read more about moving forward here is the allocators. Like, I kind of understand that this is like a heap page allocator and whatnot, but I feel like there's probably a lot more nuance here in these allocators that I just don't understand. And it's probably fine. Like, when you're just starting to learn something, you don't want to dive into too much detail. It works. And so I'm happy that it works. But I'd like to... They interest me. These allocators do. The other thing is, it's supposedly really... It's really easy to know when you're allocating. I haven't actually found that to be true. Like, the whole thing is, like, it doesn't do anything behind the scenes for you. I feel like it is, but maybe it's not. It feels too simple. But maybe it's not. Yeah, it's squirrel. It's squirrel. Uh-oh. Okay, we just unfroze. The zigging, it's we're zagging right now. We're zagging. We're not good enough to zig yet. We're gonna zag first, then zig. Yeah. All right, let's try running this again, because I just need to remember that I know how to run it. Zig, it's zig build run, right? I believe that's how it goes. Yeah. You said tooling like, and then included Java. We only refer to Java when we're making a cup of Java. That's the only appropriate way to talk about Java here, is a cup of Java. You guys are killing me. All right, this is good. This is good. Okay, so we know how to build it. What we need to actually be doing is, I'm just going to delete this. We're not going to put it in a data list anymore. This should give us errors where, now I don't know why the LSPs for Zig are doing this, but they're not putting it in line. They're just like farting it out down here. Not as easy to parse, but that's okay. Okay, so I just deleted this, and here, when we're putting data, we got to just get rid of these, get rid of that. And what we need to do is, instead of appending to this list, we need to just save it, right? Yeah. So const data, this is us just getting the data. And then here, instead of append, we're going to, we can't try, but we can catch, right? So that's what we'll do. We'll do, we can't try because we have to return void, not an optional. So what we're going to do is we're going to do con.exec. Is this right? Is this right? I'm accepting this as right. Go. All right. We should probably like return something, right? We should do like an r dot set status, maybe. Yeah. R dot send body. Failed to insert data. Yeah, this looks good. And then we've got a catch failing. That's a little weird. So we're going to try to save it. If we fail to save it, we're going to then try, yeah, okay. Into, all right, into our database. So we didn't receive any data. We failed to get it. This is looking fine. We try to do it. If we can't, we catch it, we print an error, we set the status, we send. If we can't send, we're just going to print failed to send response. There we go. That's the best we can do. Then we can return. Okay. Now we can delete this, right? Yeah. So let's search for data list. Okay, so this is where we need to get the data out of the database. We need to look up see ya, Dirk. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, Mod Prod, that's why I'm gonna be giving it a try. I'm gonna try it in a I'm gonna try it little bit by little bit. I would like to try Nix something. I don't know that I'm going to jump into Nix OS initially, but I'm going to try to use the Nix language for some dev stuff first, for like some testing and stuff, and try to learn it a little bit that way, and then maybe run Nix OS in a VM. All right. I think it was this. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so what I want is this rows. Okay, yeah. We want this piece of code right here. All right, and this is the old, right? All right. Okay, so rows equals select star from. Do we want to select all of them? I don't know. We really want to select just the latest one. We can do that, but this isn't test. This is B trees, right? B trees. And then the let's see. We have the JSON. That's the field. Order by name. It really should be order by ID, right? Because we just want to order first to last by ID. Okay, so we'll get all of the B trees. That's fine. And then defer rows, dinit. So this is where we're manually dealing with. So my assumption is if we remove this line, and actually I'm going to do it because I want to see, we have a memory leak, right? We're responsible for deleting memory. It doesn't go out of scope, right? That's my understanding. But my understanding is also when you do the run, it does, or when you do the build, it does something that checks for leaks. So it should alert on this, I think. While rows.next, we'll just print the rows. All right, so we're just going to do this for right now. And we're not going to send a response back. Actually, we'll just send a response back, right? Right. Let me check the time. All right. I said time, but I meant I wanted to check if my wife had texted me. I told her that I would try to be done by the time she got home. And then I checked where the car was. Because she doesn't always text me. She does not always text me when she's headed home. She still expects me to know when she's going to be home, though. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing? Let's see. Okay, so this is going to iterate all over the rows, right? Can we like select? This is where an LSP would be easier because I just don't know what does rows have? Does rows have like a first? I don't know. It's a little hard for me. Var first equals. Or does it have like a pop? I don't know. So no. Okay. Unused local variable. It's not telling me whether first is a thing. I also don't know, like, maybe I can like just index it like this, which would be dangerous. This would be dangerous if it doesn't select anything, right? No, I want okay. And then we can do something like I still want to go over them. Oh, is this a real thing? Is the AI just hallucinating something, or is this a real thing? Like, when you get something at an index, is that safe? And it will just return an error? Because then this is great, because what we'll do is we'll just do this right here. Right. This will just be beautiful. We don't care about the length. Send JSON, and this will just be first.text, right? Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and do this print, right? Which means we have to not return here. That's fine. Okay, this should be golden, right? Local variable is never mutated. Okay, so that's on this right here. So does this need to be like const? Okay, cool. Oh, okay. I see this. Get data. So this is a void. It cannot have a try, right? It needs to be very... Wait, is that the problem? Is that the problem? The function cannot return an error. Right. I got it. Where am I returning an error? Here's the try. Okay. We gotta not try. There is no try. No try, just do. Catch. Beautiful. That's exactly what we want, right? We want to print that we failed. We need to set the status. Try to send it. We can't try. We can only do. We do. We fail. We catch it. We print. Okay. That's the best we can do here. The best I can do. Hello. How are you doing? Am I enjoying Zig? Yeah. I'm enjoying Zig. I mean, but like, I enjoy learning any new language. It's easier than OCaml for me. So there's that one. It definitely has a lot of rough edges. It's a much newer language by a small team, so I expect this. When I'm stating these rough edges, I'm not trying to like super complain or anything like that. So yeah. Okay, so it does not support this. Gosh, this is one of the things. The LSPs don't know the language very well. It doesn't have a good LSP yet. And so I didn't know how I could access these rows. Obviously there's this rows.next, but let me look at the, like, there's rows. Here we go. So it's a little bit hard to know, like, is there a dot first? Is there a let's see. I used text, but that was just because the AI said that. Blobs pool. So this doesn't give me any idea of the functions on it. So there's obviously a next. Is there a first? Can I do rows.first? Again, no LSP, no way to like go. Like I cannot, it does not support the go to definition. So like I can't do that. So probably one of my bigger ones. Yeah, it has no member first. I suppose I could just do next, right? Next should get the first one. I'm assuming this would get the first one if it starts from the first. I don't know. Okay, so this is optional. So if we got to do something like this, right? Const first equals rows dot next. It's something like this. We did this one time before, right? Where we unwrapped it. What did we unwrap? This right here, right? If r.body, right. We did it like this. So we'll do if first. Yeah. Right? This is how we're doing it, right? So if r.body is a thing, then we do this little lambda function and we return b else. Okay, that's how the syntax works. Sorry, learning the syntax as we go. Where was I? First else. Okay, that should unwrap it for us. Could we do rows.next? Can we do it like this? Rows.next. That would be a little cleaner in my opinion. Okay, this is my bad. Because this is an assignment statement, so it's a statement. I got it. Undeclared identifier error. Okay, that's in here, right? Because we don't have error anymore. Again, this is where an LSP would be like super useful for me to be like, hey, error. And it does it down here, but there's no red line, and I'm used to the red line. Okay. I'm just gonna delete this. Not that right there. Failed to get first row from DB. Done. Yeah, and it's not finding any error now, but let's see this. No field name text. Really? Text. Wait. Where T could be, there are two APIs for fetching column data. The first is the generic get T index. Wait. What is the index? Are they asking for the index of the column? Is that what they're asking for? I think that's what they're asking for, right? Okay. So this would be, I've never gotten it this way, right? But makes sense. So this would be text dot 1. I don't know. I'm assuming it's 0 indexed. It's an assumption that's probably wrong. Obviously wrong. Okay, wait. Expected type void found error. Okay, so we returned an error. Oops. We need to return here, right? If we don't send this, we can't go on. Okay. Not the full. If rows.error, return error. Where is that? I don't have. Oh, wait. That's here. That's here, isn't it? Let's just delete that. There we go. I don't know why that was on the end of that. All right. Now for the true test of our Zig. Let's see. We need to post some data first. Post some data. We posted one data. Wait, did that work? It did work. I did not expect the first time to get it running it to work. That's surprising. Now, this is fine, but not exactly what we wanted, because we wanted the latest one put in, which should be at the bottom of the list, right? We can fix this by doing just ascending order, right? Oh, and guess what? Now we can just do gets, right? Failed to get data. You know, maybe not. I did not say that, Scott B. You are listening to two people at the same time. Unless if there's a clip of me saying it, it didn't happen. And trust me, there's clips of me saying stuff. Because generally, whenever I say stupid stuff, you guys clip it. Almost every single time. I regret saying something, you guys have clipped it. Okay, wait. We gotta... Failed to get data from SQLDB. Right here. Why did that fail? Oh, because the select failed. But we didn't print the error, did we? Can we do something like this? I don't know. I'm just going off of the other things. Can we do this and put in the error here? Error. And then this should be a string, right? I think I'm going with string, right? Is it %s? I feel like it's just s, but I'm going with %s. Yeah, it does not like %s. We'll go with just s. I feel like there's no %. I'm just super duper wrong. What is it? We've done this before. Let's see. No, it is just s. It is just s. Okay. Is it not a string? Oh, it's an error type, isn't it? Oh, a string for type blah. What do they use over here to print the error? Do they print an error? They do print an error. They did up here, right? I want to print the error. Oh, no, they didn't print the error. How do you print the error? They just barfed the error all the way up. I'm just trying to string on it, okay? I knew that that was probably not going to work. I knew. Wait. I have a question. Is E available? No, E is not a valid one. Okay, zig print error. Oh, this is just printing the error. Sucks. Stupid stuff. Okay. I can't do this. I can't do this. And I can't go to this definition to see what type of error this is, to see what, okay, you know what I might be able to do is there just a error type in here. Let's just see if there's an error. I keep hitting N for like next. Okay. So this public constant error. I want to see if it has like a function for like toString. I do not see that. But it is of type error, right? I don't know. I don't know how to print the... I don't know how to print this. Maybe I could look zig to string, error to string, zig error to string. So it's just going to return file not found. I mean, I think I know what's wrong with this. I just was going to use the error. So let's stop using the error because it's effectively useless. We'll go like this. Like this. Okay, and then we'll do it's ordered by, I think it's just it's just a SC, I think. Order by ID ascending, right? I think that's what it is. It's just a bad command. Yeah, I think. We'll see. We'll find out. Yeah, there we go. And we really wanted descending. But I was just hoping to get the error in there, which is DSC? Descending? I'm terrible at squirrel. Absolutely terrible at squirrel. Not descending. Wait, is it DESC? It's DESC. That's what it is. This suck. All right, let's go. This should do. There we go. That's the latest thing that's put in it. Now, if we go and we post data and we send that, and then we get data, we should get our post. Yeah. Sweet victory. Because that's the latest thing to be put in. Okay. Fine. DESA, thank you, Dutch. Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat. I was looking at my screen. I was looking at something. Okay. I don't write these very often. All right, let's go. Moving on to something I'm less bad at, which all of this I'm pretty bad at. Actually, did we just finish? Like, that's it. It gets the newest one, and it returns it. And we're just going to store a blob of JSON. So I think we're actually done. How close is the car? It hasn't moved. I need to like be able to alert on it, head it like when it's set to navigate to home to alert. That's a little creepy. That feels a little creepy. It's not creepy. Probably. Okay. Well, cool. Cool. I'm going to add this. Oh, check this out. The Zig cache is in there. Gross. I'm wondering if it made a get ignore here when we built it. No. It probably did, right? No, it didn't. Oh man. The worst part is I probably committed that the first time, not even thinking about it. I just have an empty. Oh, gross. Ooh. Okay, I'll work on this later. I've already destroyed it. I already have this stuff in there. I gotta clean this up. Nobody will hire me with this. Absolute travesty. We did change it, rename it from tree operator. That's what a lot of this is. This deleted. We deleted the tree operator, which is fine. This is rough. It was Zig cache, yeah. Not again. Not again. No. We're not doing that again. We already did that. We already did that once. The nice thing is I can just do this. RM, RF, Herzop, Zig cache. I already deleted the cache a couple of times. Oh, it's dot Zig cache. Zig cache. Okay. I need to update the get ignore. The cache is a cache, so you can just delete it, which is nice. And then this needs, oh, I got that right. Okay. And that should delete out all of the Zig cache stuff because it was committed in the init, so it's fine. Git add, so we'll remove it. Git commit dash m. Well, crap. That's a good commit. Solid. It should be better now, though. Better, not perfect. Oh, actually, let's try that. Let's give that a shot. Chat GPT, write me a git ignore file that will ignore everything I need to in a mono repo for Go, Rust, PHP, Go, Rust, PHP, Zig. What were the other ones? Oh, and Java. Let's see. Okay, DS Store I don't have to worry about because there's no DS stores on my computer unless somebody else checked them into a Git repo. In that case, I'm upset. What is thumbsdb? Oh, what is thumbs.db? I'm sorry, what is this? Is this statistically in most people's .git ignores? Is this a joke that I'm unaware of? Do people just have fat fingers and so they put their thumbs in there? Like, what is this? It's a thumbnail file Windows makes? Oh. I obviously don't program on Windows either. There we go. I'm an idiot. Okay, well, I thought that this was just hallucinating something. All right, this looks fine. I won't have a .exe. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh, this is another good one. This is another good one, Dutch. Do you check in your generated proto-buffers? I think it follows some of the same philosophy. Like, it's generated based off of the proto-spec. But then, what generator, which version of proto buffers did you use to generate them, and did they have any discrepancies? It's hard to know unless you check them in. So I actually generally check in my generated code as a rule of thumb. Yeah, package seems dumb. Another thing that they didn't do here is it didn't do it for any directory, right? So like this won't work because it's actually in a subdirectory. I was explicit and said mono repo, which means they should be in subdirectories. Another thumbsdb, fantastic. And the thumbs. You know, when you get a little tired of the thumbsdb, you can go to the thumbs. I asked for mono repo ready. This means that the ignores need to ignore in subdirectories. Fantastic. Fantastic. Why would we git ignore the git ignore? I don't do this. I check the git ignore in. Who does this? Do people git ignore the git ignore? That's pretty unusual in my opinion. I was gonna say, like, this git ignore is for me only. All of you scrubs need to go make your own git ignore for my project. I don't know. That seems a little weird. Okay. Package is also interesting. Vendor is one we've already talked about. I go either way. Same with the PBs, the generated code. Yeah, also the summon mod here. That seems pretty dumb. All right, we can take this and at least we can edit it from here. All right, we'll leave our one up there. So this is dumb. This is overly ambitious. I will never have an exe here. Now that I said that, I will, of course. These are dumb. This is really, really dumb in my perspective. These look fine. PHP, I have no idea, so I'm going to accept it. Zig. Ours was zig dot, or ours was dot zig cache, right? So I'm wondering if this is correct. What was the zig out? Was it zig out? Yeah, it was zig out. Okay, okay. That's fair. I'm just going to add it here though. I'm just going to put that like that. And then we can delete ours up here. All right, zig out. Okay, so Java. I don't remember. I think it's all under the source. Or no, it's the weird directory structure based off of your project and your company. Yeah, I remember. Okay. We're just going to accept this. Gradle, Maven, hate it. Hate it. Miscellaneous. Oh, this is so much stuff. OS specific. All right, we don't need thumbsdb twice. Why do we have miscellaneous and this up here? I don't want this. What we're going to do is we're going to just take this, delete this, go back up here. We're going to slap this right here and then delete all of the overlap. So like this, that, Spotlight. I have no idea what Spotlight V100 is. Trashes, e-thumbs. I don't know what these things are. I'm deleting these. They don't exist. They're not real. They're not real in my world. You cannot convince me that they're real. Why would you use both Gradle and Maven? Because I'm so good at Java that I use both package managers. I actually use Gradle to manage the Maven that I use to install the packages for my Java, because that's what Java is about. It's about indirection. It's about encapsulating dependencies and being enterprise ready. I'm sorry if you guys really like Java. I'm just playing with you. We all know that that's just Oracle Java, and everybody else writes sane Java. So, which we are going to be doing on, wait. Should we do Rust? No. We have to do Java next week. So Saturday, we're going to be doing Java. I have a pretty fun stream planned out for Saturdays for Java. It should be pretty fun, actually. So you should join. 50 terabytes of SQLite. Dude, our Squirrel database has 3 lines in it. 3 lines. And I delete it every once in a while too. But you're right. We could get rid of the file. We don't need it. So we'll include it. We'll include it. Oh, it is right here. Okay, never mind. Never mind. ChatGPT got us. Now it is probably checked in. It doesn't matter though. Let's see what we're looking. Okay, look at that. It goes from 100 just oh yeah. That's all. We have a 102 line get ignore. That's beautiful. We're ignoring all the things. All right. All right. That was good. I had fun today. What should we do now? I actually have some time. I think Kurzop is mostly done. Uh-oh, I got a spam call. So I have some time. I'm going to take a quick break and stretch my legs, and then we can either work on our Twitch alerts, which I haven't done Rust in like a month, and so I probably should just bust out some on that. I wanted to play around with the ToggleBits most insane. Oh, you know what, guys? If you haven't, go follow ToggleBit. But ModProg was in here chatting, and you should go check out his stream. He is really good at Rust, unlike me. And you should go check him out. If you're looking for good streamers that are both funnier and smarter than I am. Thanks for joining us, by the way, ModProg. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick stand-up breather. Ads are gonna start in about 3 minutes, so we'll set the timer for about 5 minutes. That way the ads get done through and everything as well. And then we'll do something else. We'll either work on GitHub or we'll play a video game. I don't know what video game to play. Yeah. I would play Baldur's Gate with you guys, but that game hates me. And that game hates me. Oh, really? The protobuffer in Golang is outdated? Wait. Like gRPC. Really? Oh, I can run it on Linux. I run Boulder Gates on Linux all the time. The game just hates me. Good luck getting protobuffers to work. I get protobuffers to work all the time. On Windows. Oh, on Windows. I was crossing our conversations, whether we were talking about Baldur's Gate or oh, okay. I was like, it runs on Linux all the time. Now the game hates me. The game literally hates me. Oh man, so I can't help you there. I have no idea how to get Windows support for it. Look, the only thing I do on Windows is I edit my YouTube videos on Windows. That's literally all I open it up for. And the reason I do that is because I cannot get DaVinci Resolve to run on Linux. And no, none of the open source video editors are near what DaVinci Resolve does. So, yes, I still use DaVinci Resolve. And yes, I haven't been able to get it. It fails to detect my GPU, but like, Like, my GPU is there. Everything uses my GPU. When we run a language model, it uses my GPU. When I game, it uses my GPU, but I cannot get it to find my GPU, and on top of that, whatever it's doing then just crashes and dies and burns. So I can't. So I still use Windows to edit my videos. Anyways, ads starting. Since an ad's starting, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I will see you guys after the ads. Thank you so much for joining. We'll figure out something to do. I'm probably just going to work on Twitch alerts because I want to look at Anathema and what Togglebit's been doing and getting ready for that. It's big breaking change. I don't know if I can get on his branch. If I can, we'll do that. If not, maybe I'll show you guys how Boulder Gates hates me because it literally hates me. I can't win one roll. I have to avoid rolls because if there's a roll, I'll lose it, period. I could need to roll above a 2 and I'll get a 1. That's how it works. Anyways, I will be back in 5-ish minutes. Thanks, everybody. I will see you in just a second. I need Shadowheart to give me Bless. I'd have to make it far enough in the game to get Shadowheart. I literally die on the tutorial. Have you ever died on the tutorial? There you go. That's how bad the game dislikes me. No shot you didn't make it to the second scene? What's the second scene? Is that where you crash? Because that's where I die. I can make it to where you crash. And then there's like those, they look like thing off of Aliens. I call them the face suckers. I don't know. They look like that. Anyways, the little like brains. And the first ones of those kill me. Every single time. Literally every single time. Yeah, that's how bad I am at that game. I don't know. I feel like I should like that game. It just never worked out well for me. Also, I'm never buying any more of these because they're super expensive. But somebody gave me some of these, and they're fantastic. Best grapefruit juice I have ever had. Ridiculously expensive. Squirt is the best grapefruit juice drink, I think. I don't think I've ever had that. I don't buy a whole lot of drinks, so you know, I say it's the best one I've ever had. I had as a child, the only other grapefruit drink I've ever had was Ruby Red, I think it was. Not that. Not that. Drink? Yeah. I think I had this. Is it only on Linux where you die at that scene? Well, I mean, I've only played it on Linux. But I mean, like, those face suckers are just way too hard. And then there's like one path around them, but you have to roll above a 10. And there's no way I roll above a 10. So like, literally I have tried over and over and over and over again to pick that stupid lock. Like probably like 20 times. And it's like, nah. No, bro. You're not picking that lock. They have 10 HP? Like I said, not very good at the game. I don't think you guys believed me when I told you I sucked at it. Like, I tried to be convincing. Anathema. What? You can have 5 people by the time you crash the ship? Are you serious? Dude, I can only have the character that I crashed with. No, I get off the ship. All right, look. Tell you what. If the wife doesn't want to do anything tonight, I will get on later tonight and I will do a show you how bad I am at this game stream. Yeah. Has he committed his latest work? No, he hasn't. Okay, so I don't want to do anything with Anathema. Until he has like a big rework coming, right? And if I can't, like, I'd be okay if I was just on the branch, but I feel like wait, is it state naming? Is this the branch? If he would just if he would just name it, this is the branch. Okay, I think I'm gonna wait. I'm a little worried. This feels right though. Are you guys gonna blackmail me to a toggle bit? Dang it. I gotta watch how I word things. Out of context, Merrick. Oh boy. We don't need that. In context, Merrick is hard enough to follow. All right. Maybe I just call it then. I don't have anything. I don't want to. I want to wait upon an anathema to be ready for me. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it. I will do a stream tonight, and I'll just do a gaming stream tonight if the wife isn't wanting to do anything. I will show you guys where I chronically die. Yeah, maybe I just really suck at the game. Maybe I need to sit there and build like a class, like highly specific class. Yeah, I'll try to do a Boulder Gate stream tonight. It'll be late if you're in Europe. I wouldn't stick up for it. I got some work to do outside, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna get on that and maybe see you tonight. If I don't do a gaming stream tonight, I will do one this week. I will do one this week, and I'll post it on the Discord when I'm doing it. Let me find somebody to raid, and we'll go raid them, say hello, and thanks everybody for joining. Sorry we didn't get dev spaces working out exactly how we thought we were going to. I'll get it worked out. We'll either do dev spaces, or we'll either use Garden, or I'll either figure out Garden, and I'll do a little bit of a stream like recap on that on Saturday, or I'll just flip over to Tilt and just bust it out in a half hour, because that's all it would take. We're going to go and raid okay, Adam Learns Live or Low Level TV. One or the other. You guys vote. Dutch has already done Adam Learns Live. Anybody else? Come on. Okay, Dutch, you have to watch Gladiator 2 and let me know if it's worth my time to watch. I'm torn. I feel like Gladiator ended in such a way that you can't have a second one without like ruining the ending of the first one. That's kind of my take on it. And so I haven't watched it because I'd like to just pretend the second one doesn't exist if it destroys the first one. Yeah. Yeah. Happy Monday, everyone else. Okay, well, since that was it, we'll do Anthony Writes Code, or no, Adam Learns Live. That's what you guys wanted. All right, that's what we're doing. Have fun. Go say hello to Adam, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Either see you tonight, or I'll see you later for a gaming stream. It'll be special because I will be failing to game. It will be a failed gaming stream. Anyways, thanks everybody for joining today. I had fun. Hope you did too. Hope you learned something new. And I'll see you later. Bye.